Most businesses will fall behind on AI, and many will go bankrupt, or your profit margins will be squeezed, because it is unbelievable what AI can do for your business. And I will soon go through a couple of limiting beliefs that a lot of people have. Oh, this will not work for you, and I will prove to you that this will work for your business. I'll give you the examples. So the reason I'm thinking of this is that after working with over 30 CEOs on their AI strategy and implementing AI, like actually implementing the systems for like automating customer acquisitions, automating operations, customer success, all of this, actually doing the work, I have seen like what sort of improvements a lot of different businesses can have. And everyone who hasn't bought from me, I've seen that they're on the brink of bankruptcy because they haven't worked with me. Or like, of course, if you don't buy from me, like you will lose. Like there is no way that you will be able to succeed in the age of AI if you don't buy from me, if you don't really help, if you don't get my consulting on this. So, I'm just, this is not a pitch, but there's a link in the description and you can book a call with me. We can have a look at your business. All right, enough with the pitching right now. But to go back to the point, it has never been a better time to be an entrepreneur than in today's age. And it's just, when you think about the word entrepreneur, like what is it? What does it actually mean? Well, it comes from French, and it means someone who undertakes a task. All right, someone who undertakes a task. And to translate it into today's sort of terminology, I would call it high agency. Being high agency is something that, it's quite rare today to be high agency. Let me just tell that, like 95% of people in the world, they are very low agency, all right? And I think that when you think about being high agency, you might think, oh, Felix, what does high agency mean? I would say that high agency means, that, being high agency is not the world happening to you. It's you happening to the world. So what it means is that you are biased towards action. You take action, like you are the one who are going to put a dent in the universe. Like life is not going to happen to you. You are going to make life happen, right? So it's an action taker. It's someone who, takes control of their own life. So essentially the opposite of what most people are, where they're just expecting things to happen, right? They're just, they're just complaining. Yeah, life, it is what it is. AI, it will come. Let's see what happens. And then you keep on complaining. All these college students complaining, oh, AI is taking our jobs. Oh, they're booing when someone talks about AI or something. Oh, the data centers here and there, you have 50 different myths about it, and you make these horror stories and everything. Come on, man. Like when I hear these stories of college students and university students, complaining about AI and everything, I'm just thinking like, what the hell, man? Like it's the time of opportunity. Like if you are a college student right now and you're complaining about AI, like replacing your job, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it's like, you have no sunk cost. You have no skills either way. So why not learn AI, right? Like, I believe that the two most important skills in today's world, it's sales and it's entrepreneurship. And now you might be saying, yeah, sales, I've heard it here and there. Listen, sales is very important. And the reason why sales is important is that the technical skills, are getting less important because AI is able to do more technical stuff, right? So the harder part is actually now convincing other people that you can do the technical stuff and that they should use AI. And that's sort of what I'm doing in this video. Like a big part of my job is just, selling business owners. Hey, let me make you a lot of money. Let me give you a 10x return on what you pay me. Just please let me make you more money. Please let me save you time and grow your business. And that's why I have a big advantage, because most people working with AI, they can't sort of understand the business logic. They can't understand how do we actually make money with AI. But me, having a finance background, having a startup and business background, I only think about it. That's the only thing I live and breathe sort of return on investment and how can we make money with AI. So I think that is a big advantage of mine. And then the other part was, being entrepreneurship. And now you might be saying, oh, Felix, entrepreneurship is not a skill. No, listen up, son. It's definitely a skill. Like, being an entrepreneur is 100% a skill. And listen, if we go back to the thing that I was talking about, like, what is entrepreneurship in today's society? It's being high agency, right? So you can definitely train yourself up to be high agency. But if you are high agency, which means that you're looking for opportunities, you're learning AI, you're implementing AI, you will essentially be able to get good at AI, and you're good at selling. So you're good at communicating, you're good at convincing other people, you're good at persuading. You're almost as good as me as talking, and you're talking this fast as well and trying to convince other people to buy from you. If you have these skills, like, you have everything you need to succeed in today's world. And especially if you're young, like, I'm not, like, if you're young and you're complaining about this, I don't know what you're doing, man. Like, what the hell is going on there, you know? And the third, okay, so I would say that this is probably the first big pillar, you know, just expecting things to happen, right? Being low agency, that's the biggest reason why people will fail overall and why businesses will fail. And the other point is having limiting beliefs about your business. You might be saying right now, hey, but Felix, I'm a plumber, I'm an electrician, or I work in construction, or I'm a coach, I can't use AI. And to that, I say that's bullshit, man. Every business can use AI. All right, fair enough. Like, if you're actually just starting out, like, yeah, you can still use AI. I don't see, like, I have not met any business owner who can't use AI. I've met business owners who can't afford my services because I'm expensive, right? Or, you know, I mean, what is really expensive? Like, if I can give you a 10 to 20x return, is that, am I really that expensive? You know, or like, in the best case scenario, is 100x return, right? I have clients where they've paid me 10,000 euros and I've made them over €1 million, right? So am I really that expensive? Like, would you buy a Lamborghini that is worth 300k for 5 grand? I mean, I wouldn't say it's expensive, but yeah, I've definitely met business owners who have had limiting beliefs and have not bought from me. Absolutely. They are much more closer to the camp that is going to lose with AI. You know, I think that you can definitely yourself implement AI. Like, if you don't want to decompress timeframes, which usually it's usually cheaper to work with me just because you get such a good return and you can decompress timeframes. So it's more expensive not to buy than it is to buy. But if you want to figure it out yourself, you can definitely do that. And it doesn't matter what sort of business you have. There's always things like admin, sales, you know, sort of getting new ideas of how to move your business forward. There are always things you can do with AI to sort of move your business forward. If nothing else, like, you can figure out your constraint of your business with AI. Right? So figure out, like, what is it right now? What is the one limiting factor of my business right now that if I solve this, my whole business will grow? And then I would say that the final point of why most businesses will fall behind on AI, it's that you are the business owner, you're the CEO, and you are hell of a busy. You're very busy, right? And you don't have time for AI. You don't have time to learn AI. Right? That's why you hire me, because this is my job. I will do it for you. But just having this sort of limiting belief of, you know, not having time for the most important technology of our lifetime that will absolutely revolutionize your business and make you a ton of money, not having time for that is just a limiting belief, and there's no reason why you should have this belief, right? And if I can convince you with my videos, like, you will be in the camp of, you know, the underclass of business and humans who will go bankrupt, right? Because you will not be able to compete with me when I have 50 agents working for me and I have, you know, 1000x leverage on everything that I do. You will not be able to compete with me, and it's just it's just a question of time. Like, all right, you might not be in the same niche that I am, all right, but it's just a matter of time until I'll take your plumbing business, I'll take your construction company. And it might not be me, but it might be my agents, right? Because, like, this, it's going faster than you think. So if you're not implementing AI right now, like, you better hurry up, man. It doesn't need to be with me, you know? You'll get amazing results if you work with me. But even if you do it yourself, you know, do yourself the favor. Please, do yourself the favor and your future kids or your current kids and start implementing AI. All right, that has been an absolute rant for today. Thank you very much for watching. Honestly, if you're watching this video, like, I have like 3 subscribers. If you could just comment, like that would really make me happy. Like if you have actually watched this so far, that would be absolutely amazing if you could comment something or even like the video. That would be unbelievable because, you know, I'm just starting out this channel. I know that I will be successful long term, and that's why I'm making these videos right now. I don't really care about the performance right now because I will do this very consistently for many years to come. And you know, I'm just having fun. I really like this. I love talking about AI. So if you have any sort of any questions or anything you're wondering, put it in the comments. I would be very happy to make a video about it. And if nothing else, thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye. Bye-bye.